Dr. Nema Runyan from Elite Health returns this week to talk about the power of lifestyle. It sounds powerful just the way you say it.
Nancy, it is powerful, and it is my very, very, very favorite subject, and something that I really, truly am passionate about. This is the cornerstone of good health and wellness. And I want everybody to understand that it's the choices that they make on a day-to-day basis that will keep them the healthiest them that can be.
Right.
I think that research has shown, and this is a little medical information from almost a century of work. People have always asked the question, is it nature or is it nurture that keeps us healthy, that gives us this long life? Some people say, oh, I got lousy genes, you know, my mother, my father.
Right.
But the truth of it is, only 25% of the effect is DNA and genetics. 75% is lifestyle choices.
And what you make of your life on a day-to-day basis.
Exactly. There was a very interesting study. It was called the Danish twin study back at the earlier in 1900s, and they wanted to see. They said they followed twins. They had the identical genetic makeup, and they followed them through their lives because every little aspect of their lives were documented. And it came to pass that their genetics, since it was the same, whatever occurred to them health-wise, how long they lived, what kind of medical conditions they had, it boiled down to depending on their lifestyle choices, not so much their genetics.
Okay. Now, were they living in the same town, or did one move
Not necessarily.
across the country?
But they were identical twins.
Right.
So their DNA, it was a brilliant idea, because where else can you have that normalization of the DNA being the same, yet some got sick, some didn't get sick,
Exactly.
some went into the hospital more often, some didn't. But this was a very interesting study about how much is genetic and how much is lifestyle. Subsequent to that, there have been observational studies that went looking for populations who live long, but not just live long, they live healthy. Healthy.
So what are the keys to a healthy life?
And this is
Please
what they, and it's very mundane, yet I want the viewers to understand the power. They found that the people who lived long and stayed healthy had certain characteristics in common. Top of the list was eating a plant-based diet, meaning lots of good fruits and vegetables. Vegetables, vegetables, vegetables.
Raw vegetables, cooked vegetables.
They didn't have any in every. The peoples that lived long and healthy were scattered all across the world, from Greece, Italy, Costa Rica, and even our own Loma Linda, California. So these populations, they just observed, what do they do? How do they live? And their diet was mainly fresh fruits, vegetables, lean meats, but in moderation, whole grains, these things that we have access to here in Sarasota everywhere. But mainly it was that plant-based, eat your vegetables like your grandma and your ma said.
And at Elite Health, you teach nutrition. It's one of the things that you teach, and living well.
It is the foundation at Elite Health. I invite all of our viewers to come see our office in Midtown Plaza. It's unlike anything you've ever seen. And at the forefront of the medical office is a wellness center. Education, information dissemination is important regarding every aspect, what you eat, how you move. We have an activity center where gentle stretching, anything from gentle stretching all the way to Zumba, is going to be available at our location.
And you design a program based on your particular needs, the patient's particular needs.
This is correct.
So you go over their whole entire lifestyle, what they've been doing, medications they're taking, and you designed something specifically for them.
Elite Health has a particular dietary program. It's called Elite Fit for Life, and it is an all-encompassing diet, exercise, and even we have our own supplements if you care to take advantage of that option. So it is a focus on how you eat, how you move, and then in addition to that, part and parcel of overall wellness, as we were speaking of, is the other component. It's not just the physical body that we need to tend to. The person needs to also be engaged in his life or her life. Be engaged. Don't isolate yourself. Seek out, create the activities that you find enjoyable to you.
And you have activities at Elite Health as well.
We have activities. What we try to do is provide options. Options to keep you engaged, keep your mind engaged, keep your body engaged, and give you information that will allow you to explore your options on how it's best suited for you to become well.
Right.
So it's an overall comprehensive look at health and wellness, and it encompasses the mental, the physical, and the spiritual, I like to think. We have an outstanding group of people and an outstanding program, and I think it's key to everyone's health and wellness to be on board.
Well, thank you again for being here. It's always a pleasure, and we'll see you again soon.
Thank you. I look forward to it.
Thank you for tuning in to Aging Gracefully on Suncoast FYI. We'll return right after the break.